West Pullman. On the day of our community walk, we set out to visit important places and sites that will explain and give us a background about the history and current state of Pullman. The Pullman neighborhood also consists of the Roseland community. Roseland was founded by the Dutch in 1840, and towards the end of the 19th century, George Pullman built a factory that manufactured railway coaches in a town that was between Roseland and the Lake of Calumet, which is called Calumet Lake, and it brought lots of jobs and people to the area. Roseland officially became a part of Chicago in 1892, with the whole community made of multicultural and different backgrounds. Several schools within the Roseland community are Bennett, Cullen, Curtis, Scanlon, Dunn, Gillespie, Alex Haiti Academy, Hughes Elementary, Conn, and LaVizzle. Langston Hughes is a K-8 elementary public school located 240 West 104th Street in the heart of Roseland. It houses 427 students, and state test scores for 4% of the students are proficient in math and 20% are proficient in reading. Alderman Anthony Bill attended Corliss High School, which is located on 103rd Street. In 1999, Alderman Bill became the youngest member to serve as an elected official on the City of Chicago City Council. During his tenure, Alderman Anthony Bill has focused on job creation and housing for seniors. Serving the Roseland community for 20 years, Alderman Bill has sure done a lot for the community, and Roseland has seen a resurgence as a whole. The history of Ralph H. Metcalf Community Academy. Ralph H. Metcalf Community Academy is a public school located in West Pullman in Chicago, Illinois. It has 336 students in grades pre-K and K through 8, with a student-to-teacher ratio of 19:1. 8% of the students are at least proficient in math and 8% are proficient in reading. Students and their families who reside in the West Pullman area have a median household income of $38,643, with median rent being $1,087. A median home value of $109,397. Based on responses to surveys on school culture and diversity from students and parents, out of the 336 students, 96% receive free or reduced lunch. Metcalf, being located in the Pullman neighborhood, was founded 100 years after the death of George Pullman. It was named after Ralph H. Metcalf, who was a Berlin Olympic competitor. It was previously a magnet-based school with predominantly African American enrollment. Metcalf's mission is to develop talent and leadership from every student. Metcalf's vision is to prepare students to solve global challenges. Jennifer Rowe, who is a student resident at Metcalf, got a chance to interview Miss Marshall, who is a pre-K teacher at Metcalf. Ms. Marshall has been teaching at Metcalf for 25 years, and she's been a pre-K teacher at Metcalf Community Academy since 1998. Miss Marshall is also a member of the sorority Zeta Phi Beta, and she's been a member since 1983. She teaches early literacy and the basics of numeracy and art. She promotes students' social, emotional, intellectual, and physical development. Her mission is to provide students with equitable learning experiences. Roseland Little League. The Roseland Little League has a desire to help the youth in the community. The D stands for discipline, E stands for experience, S stands for strength, I stands for interest, R stands for respect, and E for ethics. In the 60 years of the program, Roseland Little League has an organization designed to build good citizens. It is a program of leadership, preparing today's youth to be future leaders in their community. The organization relies on devoted adult volunteers to help ensure that the organization remains structured. The Little League consists of several levels of teams. T-ball, which is ages 4 to 6, is considered the first time a child has the opportunity to participate on a team. Minor league is for ages 7 through 10, where the children can be a coach, pitch, machine pitch, or they can player pitch depending on the skill of the player. At the end of the regular minor league season, there is an opportunity for the kids to try out for tournament teams. The major leagues are for ages 11 to 12, and the games are player pitch. The skill development and creating love for baseball are very important at this age, and at the end of the regular major league season, there will be an opportunity for the kids to try out for tournament games. The West Pullman Park District, located at 401 West 123rd Street and next to Metcalf. It sits on 16 acres and contains an indoor swimming pool, 2 indoor gymnasiums, 1 outdoor gymnasium and tennis court, 1 outdoor baseball field, playgrounds, outdoor waterworks, and a multi-purpose room. There are many students from Metcalf and other surrounding schools that attend the park, and a program called Park Kids, which is an after-school program at the West Pullman Park. The park also has various seasonal sports programs, senior clubs, day camps, therapeutic recreation, and arts and crafts. The park also has a nature savanna area where park patrons can walk and enjoy nature, according to the Chicago Park Districts. The Pullman National Monument is located at 111th Street and Cottage Grove in Chicago, Illinois. It was established by President Barack Obama as a national monument. The National Randolph Pullman Porter Museum is dedicated to telling the stories of the Pullman Porters and more detailed information about the community as it was established. At the National Monument, you can visit the National Philip Randolph Pullman Porter Museum. It was named after men who worked for the historic Pullman train company. Philip Randolph was the chief organizer of the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters. Porters were hired to work on the railroads for sleeping cars. They carried passengers' bags, shined shoes, served passengers, and much more for little pay. Yolanda Campbell had the opportunity to interview Janie Gaines. Miss Gaines has been a resident in the area for over 25 years. She has observed the changes over time and has become very concerned about the community's future. She takes pride in her community, and she is proud to have successfully raised a daughter and several nieces, nephews, and grandchildren in the community. Mrs. Gaines is, however, concerned about her community as she notices a decline in the available amount of housing. She has noticed there are more vacant houses than there has ever been. Vacant lots pose hazards and decreases property value, she says. Mrs. Gaines is a retired special education teacher. She now uses her time to volunteer at one of the neighborhood schools. In her spare time, she likes to exercise, and during their interview, Mrs. Gaines showed Mrs. Campbell Pullman Park, where she likes to walk and take art classes. She also showed her many other things that made her proud of her community. There's a fairly new Pullman Community Center, Amazon, Gotham Greens, and a few more facilities that are creating new jobs and opportunities, not only for her community, but for the city of Chicago. Roseland Hospital. Some notable facts about the Roseland Hospital is that it was originally called High Prairie. As time progressed, the outside appearance of flowers and gardens helped forge the new name Roseland. During the time of political elections, Roseland Hospital is a local voting polling place. Over the years, the hospital has serviced thousands of patients and helped them regain their health back. Miss Campbell had the opportunity to interview with Susan Michaels. While visiting the Roseland Hospital, she met with Miss Michaels on her lunch break. Miss Michaels started her career as a nurse's assistant, and then she became a nurse. She lives about 8 miles away from work, and when asked about how the neighborhood has changed over the years, she notes a change in the resources and the needs of the community. She continues that when she started, there were things that were outdated and there was minimal resources. During the pandemic, she admits it was more than a bit challenging. The process of not having enough people to help out, shortage on supplies, and workers was very tough to deal with. Nevertheless, she remains happy in the fact that she gave her best in helping the community in such a tumultuous time. Olive Harvey College. Olive Harvey has experienced recently a newly built transportation, logistics, and distribution center. It has an accredited degree program in which students can take classes and they can transfer over easily to most places. Citywide college academic classes are available through all city colleges' campuses. Adult continuing education and general education programs are also available. Olive Harvey has a middle college that is dedicated for continuing high school students. At Olive Harvey, tutors are available, and they also have an English as a second language program. A bit about Olive Harvey: it was originally combined as a combination of Finger and Southeast Junior Colleges in the late 1950s. It was officially renamed Olive Harvey in 1970, and it was named after two Vietnam veterans, Milton Lee Olive III and Carmel Vernon Harvey Jr., for their heroic actions during their duties and as a remembrance to all that they've sacrificed. Olive Harvey is located at 101st and Woodlawn Streets in Chicago, Illinois, and was home to many educational programs throughout the years for adults, young adults, and teenagers. Since 2015, Olive Harvey has experienced a $45 million installation of its Transportation, Logistics, and Distribution Center. It participates in the City Colleges of Chicago Star Scholarship Program for graduating seniors who meet requirements, as well as hosts a program for high school and continuing high school students. Pullman Community Center. The Pullman Community Center features a cafe, betting cages, soccer fields, football fields, basketball courts, and volleyball courts. It is supported by several supporters who are U.S. Bank, Ford, CHA, which is Chicago Housing Authority, Wintrust Bank, the Chicago Cubs, the Chicago Bears, ESPN, the Chicago Library, the City of Chicago, Exelon, and many more. It is also home to Cubs charities. It is also home to Brooks Eagles baseball team, and it is also home to the Roseland Little League. In an interview with Renee Kelsey, who is a diverse learning teacher at Metcalf Academy who services kindergarten through the second and third grade, she was asked, what challenges have the Pullman neighborhoods faced historically and today? Historically, Ms. Kelsey was able to say that the absence of jobs, learned helplessness, pollution, and transportation hindered the Pullman community historically. Today, she believes that the value of education, literacy, and initiative is a main challenge of the Pullman neighborhoods. When asked what can be done to make things right in the Pullman neighborhood, she specified that education of the parents on wealth, finances, and the ways of the system can be implemented so that the parents will pass this on to their children.